wait. The problem create हो रहा है. Pastoralist, the people, they are nomadic people who rear animals, sell animal products in the market. They move from place to place with their animals in search of grazing or pasture, grazing land or pastures. Grazing land or pastures, they move in search of this grazing land or pastures. So if we revise pastoralists in the modern world, pastoralists, pastoral, these things were prevailing in the earlier times. But what has happened to them now? See, pastoralists are nomadic people. They rear animals. Rear animals. They are nomadic people. They rear animals. They sell those animal products in the market. And they earn money through this. They earn through this. Now, next is they move from place to place with their animals in search of grazing land or pastures. Now, we have talked about the pastoralists. Now, we'll talk about in the mountains. In the mountains, there are some group of pastoralists. Some group of pastoralists, such as Gujars, Bakarwals, so they could be seen in the mountainous region. So their main task was they were nomadic. It's here that they were nomadic. They moved from one place to another. Now they moved up and down the hill with respect to the change in climate condition. Why is this so? Now in winter season there is snowfall. There is snowfall in the mountains. So there is lack of good grazing lands up the mountain. So they move towards the shivaliks. Why? For in search of grazing lands. Okay. Now You see, winter, during winter, there is not surplus amount of grazing land in the mountains, so they move downhill to the Shivaliks. Now, and they at the end of April, in the end of April, after April, we can see that summer season comes. Summer comes. So, what would these nomadic people would do? They would move from downhill to uphill, because in the summer season we can find good pasture land or good grazing lands up the mountains, but during winter due to snowfall there is inavailability of these grazing lands in the mountains. Now we can see there is a cyclic movement that the communities, you see this is a hill, during winter they move down the hill, but during summer they move up the hill. So we can see it like this, it is up the hill. Now during winter they move down the hill, then again in summer they move up the hill, then in winter they move down the hill. The summer is, the month is April, after April and there is September. Now it is a type of seasonal movement. Seasonal movement, this similar type of cycle is known, or is known as this journey is known as kafila. This journey is known as kafila. We can see some of the communities living in some of the communities such as Gujjar, then Bakarwals, then the other Gaddi shippers. Gaddi. What they do? They are nomadic. Okay. They move up and down the hill with respect to the seasonal change with their animals. Communities such as Gujjars, Bakarwas, Gaddis, they move up and down the hill with respect to the seasonal change with their animals. Now, we can see that what is the name? The name of the journey is Kafila. The name of the journey is Kafila. The next slide, what we'll see, a Gujjar caravans from the farther east come down to the dry forest in the winter and went up to the high meadows in summer. There is a cyclic movement during the summer and the winter. Such as Gujjars. The Gujjars move to the Bhavar dry forest of Bhabar during the winter. Dry forest of Bhabar during the winter, and they move to the meadows of Bugyals during the summer. So Gujars during the winter they move to the Bhavar or the dry forest of Bhavar. Then in the summer they move to the meadows of Bugyals. Then again in the winter they do the same. It is done in a cyclic pattern. So we can see that the pastoral communities living in the mountainous region do a cyclic movement up and down the hills due to some seasonal change. They rear animals, they move from one place to another with their animals, so they are known as nomadic. They sell animal products in the market. Now, the next is that the kafila. Kafila. It's very important to know about the kafila. What are kafila? Kafila is a type of certain type of cycles followed by the communities.